least I don't do crystal meth in the bathroom all night long.
That's my opinion!
He will never emotionally fulfill you.
Because I don't want to be a part of it.
Go to sleep! Go to sleep!
Close your legs to married men, trash box.
I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Welcome to Morally Corrupt. I'm Rachel Lindsay, and she is Chelsea Stark-Jones. How are you, Chelsea?
I'm great, Rachel.
Oh, great's good.
You know, I've been up really long today.
Okay, what time did you get up this morning?
5.
What time do you
5:20.
normally get up?
When Maeve wakes up, like 7-ish, but I had to be here early today. So I'm tired. But this is the first time I said the T word today. My goal was to, like, whenever someone asks me how I'm doing, not
Good
to say
for
the T
you.
word. So
Good for you.
I'm going to start implementing that and changing things.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I have to wake up every day and tell myself this is how you're going to be today. Because otherwise, I can slip into a little bit of negativity. I like to call it just being a realist.
Yeah.
But there really is a huge difference. I cannot stress this enough. When you are like, today I am choosing to be positive. And you really do.
Yes.
Positive things happen to positive people because you look at things through a positive lens. That is so true. I am not an optimist.
No, I mean,
that's me being a realist.
What you put out, the energy you put out is the energy you will receive.
For sure.
So,
And
we're
here's the
sounding very
thing.
Amanda Francis.
Fuck that. Let's dial it back a bit. But here's the other thing.
Yeah.
Nothing about you looks tired. Not one thing about you.
I will say, and I don't know if it's the genetics or what, but like I'm the T word all the time. And I do feel like I don't look the T word and
Not at all.
and I appreciate that about myself.
Not at all.
So
You look good.
there is that. But
You look good. You look great.
Thank
To
you.
use your word. 7? Does Maeve sleep through the night?
when we cuddle up together, yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me that. You did tell me that.
Yeah. I do a controversial parenting. Yeah. When we co-sleep, my girl, her and I, she wakes up 7:30,
That's
7:45. Oh, it's lovely. But I left the bed early. She woke up at 6. So Dad had to deal with that, not me.
Okay. Well, we love that.
We
we
love
love
that,
that.
Dad.
We love that.
Love
We love a
Dad.
helpful partner.
Yes.
Okay. Things to get into.
Mm-hmm.
All over the place. We're going to step a little bit outside of Bravo just because eventually these worlds will cross because do they not now? I mean,
Yeah.
there are several Bachelor people in the Bravo world, so that's not what we're covering. But I'm just saying, like, eventually
Yeah.
everything finds its way to Bravo because it's just so damn good.
It's so good.
But before we get into our Bravo news, a word from our sponsor. This episode is brought to you by Activia. Think your gut could use a little TLC? Dive into Activia's Gut Health Challenge. Enjoy just 2 Activia yogurts a day for 2 weeks and see what happens. With billions of probiotics and 20 years of scientific expertise, Activia is one of the easiest and tastiest ways to start your gut health ritual. Try Activia today. Enjoying Activia twice a day for 2 weeks as part of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle may help reduce the frequency of minor digestive discomfort, which includes gas, bloating, rumbling, and abdominal discomfort. Okay. Summer house update, because we have to. And I know, guys, I'm exhausted as well. The good thing is there's not much to do here. Chelsea?
Oh, taking it away. Taking it away. The chairman of Bravo and Peacock has said that the cast will address the scandal between Amanda and Wes in the first episode, of In the City. So I know a lot of people are kind of like, they're picking up cameras a la Scandival, so whatever. But they actually picked up cameras for In the City, which makes me wonder that moment in the trailer where it's like, Mandy, you remember like Wes, if that
How
was
could
a
I
pickup
forget?
scene.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm curious. Like my assumption was In the City would start with Kyla and Amanda having a fight, leaving the summer house, driving back into the city, and like that's going to kick off. But so now it seems like In the City will start with some type of like 7 months later type thing with Wes and Amanda together. You don't seem.
Well, I'm trying to see, like, I'm like you. I'm trying to figure out, okay, well, what is this? How does this work? Like,
Yeah.
I guess they show present day and then they rewind us back.
That's what I think they're going to do.
But I this is a warning here, guys. This is a trigger warning. I do hope that if you're going to pick up the cameras again and get the cast's, reaction to the news that's come out, it's only right. It's only what makes sense. But I do hope that we do see West. Not that I'm here to promote Amanda and West's relationship. It's just more about the storyline. Like, I don't want them talking around him. If this is the new life that destructive path that Amanda and West both have decided to go down, and we're talking in the city, and there's no work around this storyline, then I do hope that we see the two of them talking at least.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to see their love story, okay? Let me be clear. But I want to see them at least having a conversation about
what's going on.
And here's my other question. The cameras, are they saying they are already picked up?
I think already picked up.
Did they pick up before or after the reunion? That's what I want to know.
Probably before, I would assume. And I don't know, I don't want to see anyone else from In the City's reaction to this. I don't know anyone else from In the City.
I can just pick up the phone and ask.
Yeah.
I haven't yet.
But I care more about Carl's reaction, Mia's reaction, these In the City people outside of Lindsay and Kyle, I don't have a history with them. I don't care what they think about Wes and Amanda. So I'm curious how it will play.
Imagine this. Okay.
You're taking me there.
So they pick up the cameras, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not the cast giving their reaction or their thoughts on the news as it falls out. We're past that, okay? We're past that. We are exhausted by that. It's the cast saying what they saw during filming between Amanda and Kyle, or just in the same way, because we don't know them yet. They tried to introduce us a little bit with Lindsay bringing the friend and us seeing Andrea and Lexi again. So they were doing a little bit of it there. But imagine it's, Lexi saying, well, I did run into Amanda and West at a coffee shop, or I did, because they can't say that right now.
Yeah.
So imagine that's what I'm hoping for, is that they're giving us a little bit more insight that maybe contradicts a timeline or maybe feeds into whatever it is that we know. Like, they're filling in the blanks.
You know who would be interesting? If this person was mentioned in one of the leaked videos, Katie.
Oh, Amanda's friend.
Her lifelong friend from elementary school.
They kind
or
of look
whatever.
alike.
Yes. Apparently, Katie found out when everyone else found out too. So allegedly.
Let me tell you something. If my best friend from 3rd grade was in this position, I would have seen something. There would be signs. You know how it's like, I might not do this, but there will be signs. That's how it should be.
That's Katie.
Either the behavior, not saying that she saw something particular to them, but if they're as close as you would think one would be from still being friends with someone from 3rd grade, you would notice a behavioral shift, a gap in timeline.
Secrecy.
I would imagine if Sierra had her location, then so did Katie.
Yeah.
So there's something there.
Yeah. Definitely intrigued by it. So we'll see. Andy did mention in his Vulture interview, which I know we're going to talk a little bit more about later, that he hinted Summer House Reunion would be 3 parts, which obviously. And as I also said, now there's 3 leaks. I didn't listen to the other 2, but I got the cliff notes of.
Yeah, it's the same.
You and Callie talked about West's alleged nude that's been floating around last week.
I got it sent to me mid-podcast.
Alarming. But you guys didn't talk about, did you see the news about his step-grandmother?
I did. That's dark.
It's dark.
Oh, is it his step-grandmother? Not that that makes a difference, but every headline said grandmother.
It's his step-grandmother, and it happened the night before the reunion.
Did it happen the night before the reunion?
The night before the reunion. So people are speculating, is that why he was so quiet in some of the leaks?
Well, that's not what he might say.
I don't know. I'm curious if he knew. Maybe that's something his family would have maybe not told him right away, and they know he's going through this big day, so hold it until after he comes out of the reunion. But
I would think that they would have maybe addressed it at the reunion.
Yeah, if he knew, you would think.
But maybe he didn't tell anybody, or maybe he didn't know. We don't know. Well, again, that's timelines, receipts, all that. That line does not work for Summer House.
No,
it just doesn't apply. But for those of you who don't know, if you didn't see the headline, West's step-grandmother was
shot and killed by his cousin.
But I think that it was the cousin may have came out later because that's the headline we saw. The fact that she passed away was out there. Then after the reunion, the headline was that it was the cousin. The cousin's being accused.
Yes. Yeah. He was arrested on site. It's dark.
Wow. Yeah,
yes.
I did see it.
Well, in other news, Summer House related, you sent this in the group chat, and I think you kind of touched on it too last week with Callie. Levi's comments about Dara, and apparently at the reunion, Levi, Bailey, and Dara go at it. I'm tired of this Dara's attention-seeking thing too, because they're just saying it without giving me any facts or proof or anything, and it's annoying.
Yeah.
And Levi's comments in the little page 6 thing that you sent was frustrating.
Give us nothing, girl.
Give us nothing. Nothing.
That's why I said it. That's why you're at the bottom.
Yes. And you deserve to be. If you want to like have some mess and everything, all the eyes are on you right now. Say something that's a little bit more like fun or salacious, not just, I'll save it for like no.
Well, let me defend her. Maybe she can't because of the reunion. Maybe she couldn't say it, but she should have said, I handle it all at the reunion.
Yes.
Believe me, I know I'm not saying anything now, guys, because I lay it down.
Yes.
At the reunion. Tease us. Give us something.
Yeah.
But I'm so exhausted by the other stuff. For me, I'm just like, if she's not in it for the right reasons, then let it play out.
Yeah.
Let's just let it play out. I don't feel like that's the case,
No.
but who knows? Who knows? I'm not here to defend her. I'm not here to, I'm just like, enough. Unless you're going to give me receipts, timeline, proof, whatever it is, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Do better.
Yeah.
Do better. It's also like not now. Like we got bigger shit to fry.
I don't care about Dara. Like KJ, they look cute. They're happy. They're on vacation. Leave them alone.
Yeah,
leave them alone.
You should have come up with it in a different. But what I will say is, I do like knowing this information that there's something there, because then that means the whole reunion isn't just Amanda, Kyle, West, Sierra.
That's kind of all I want, though.
I am curious with this.
Are you?
Now, if it doesn't, well, they made this accusation. And then I saw something where Lindsay was like, what I said was taken out of context.
Yeah, Lindsay's comments were basically, she kind of took back that the relationship is for attention, that Dara's doing it for attention. So I don't know. But Bailey and Levi are going hard on Dara.
They're fighting for Levi's spot on the show.
Yeah.
Whether it's true or not with Dara, they're fighting for her spot on the show. All right. We got a new feud alert, possibly. Because while this is on Watch What Happens Live the other night, Kelsey, now, as I say Kelsey, I have to pause for a second because I have to think in my head which one's Kelsey. Okay, I got it. Kelsey from Real Housewives of Rhode Island was asked why she was shading the size of Rosie's house when she doesn't even own one. Ooh, already a very shady question that came in from the viewer. Shout out to you. Or maybe that was just Andy. And Kelsey responded back and said, listen, do I want to end up like Dorit? What happens when your man stops paying your mortgage? It's not a flex to be put on a house. I really don't care. Now,
why is Dorit catching stray?
Also, like, I don't want to know you're a fan. You know how I feel about the fans. That's why I never could be a housewife. Tell us that you're a fan of the franchises without telling us.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally currently watching it. If you do, like, let that seep out later. At least meet them at BravoCon and then be like, oh, yeah, I met her. But, like, you're heavily entrenched for you to shade Dorit, and in a correct way. I mean, it's a valid question. Do you agree with her? Or do you think that she's just talking just to be talking because she's embarrassed at the question?
Kelsey has it made. She's getting kicked out of her boyfriend's house. Her boyfriend's going to be funding her new apartment, which I'm sure will be very nice.
Was that on this week's episode? I've watched it yet.
Yes. Her and secret boyfriend break up. She's moving out. She's packing up all of her stuff. They go to a mansion in Providence.
That's in Rhode Island.
No, the other place that's like Gilded Age area.
Newport?
Newport. Yeah. Mansion in Newport.
Love the Gilded Age.
Yeah. Mansion in Newport. And they're talking about it. And Kelsey's like, yeah. So I think Ashleigh asks, do you still talk to him? And she's like, yeah, like he still helps me out.
Nice.
And they're like, he still helps you out. She's like, yeah, he pays for my health insurance. He pays for my car insurance. He's going to set me up with a place to stay. Like,
to rent?
Yeah, he's paying for her. He's
how
like,
long?
I don't know. But she's like, we've been together for 10 years.
Yeah.
It's almost like, he's taking care of me. It's
That's
whatever.
nice. Did
Yeah.
she say why they broke up?
No, but I was watching stuff in the after show. I mean, essentially, they want different things. She wants to have kids. She wants to get married.
Who initiated the breakup?
I think she did.
Okay.
In the after show, the Rhode Island after show, she talked about, we know about one other girlfriend in Miami. She says there's others that she started to learn more and more about. And so, yeah, she's just ready to settle down and I imagine maybe her benefits will stop when she finds a husband.
Well, I actually think this makes more sense because I kept wondering, would this man want his life on Front Street like this? And especially if he has alleged other girlfriends and they may or may not know about each other. But I kept thinking like, well, she really hasn't made, not everybody might think this is made, but just the fact that she's, this person funds her life, like she does whatever she wants.
Yeah.
She gets him 7 months out of the year. She's allowed to have another boyfriend. And
she can film in his home.
He can live off that. And I did think, wow, I wonder how this all works. And then I feel like she was able to do the show because she probably knew that it was going to be the end. And I think he's probably like, it looks good on his end to be like, yes, I'm still taking care of her.
Yeah.
I'm not a complete asshole.
Yeah. I mean, he's seems like a fine enough gentleman. And he was.
Depending on what you want. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what you want. And seemingly was upfront with. Well, actually, no, I think in the after show, she did say they never really fully had a conversation about seeing other people. Like she just started to realize like, this is what it is.
He could. She didn't have it with her about her seeing other people.
And so then she started to see other people. So it's like they never had like the full, like, okay, this is the arrangement type of conversation. But I mean, she was with him for 10 years. So obviously she was okay with like, she didn't say anything different, but.
Interesting.
Yeah, they broke up. In Sunday's episode, but she still gets a lot from it. So yeah, if I were her, I wouldn't care about owning a home either.
I mean, it is a valid point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure at the time it feels good to get your name on the house because it feels like you're doing it together. I mean, we're watching Alicia with her fiance of 9 years, and he doesn't want to give her anything in a prenup, not put her name on the house. So like, it can definitely go both ways.
Yeah.
It's one thing when you're in Kelsey's position and you're like, I wouldn't want that because I'm looking at Dorit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When Dorit got her name on the house, that's a power move. Now, who could have predicted that they would divorce and that he would not pay the rent and the house? I mean, the mortgage in the house would be in foreclosure. I did not. So, I mean, but I like the shade. She's quick with it.
She was,
These Rhode Island ladies are quick with it.
I do love this season. Like, I love this cast. I do. They're really fascinating. I will say Ashleigh needs to give a little bit more.
People are saying that. I saw somebody said, maybe it was Kelsey, somebody said that Ashleigh's quiet in person, but more savage in her confessionals. Somebody on the cast said that.
That tracks. She is.
And they were like, you need to step it up. And that's true. I do believe in having the balance, the person who's like the palate cleanser of it all. But like, yeah. But to me, that is a setup for another season.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw you say this in your confessionals.
Yes.
Like I thought, you were being quiet and complacent, maybe agreeable with all of it. But I see that, like you've got another side. So bring that energy.
She brought a little bit more in Sunday's episode defending Rosie. But like they went around the table at this, Newport mansion talking about like there were masks and like what's something they want to like unmask of themselves or whatever.
Nice. Good job, ladies.
And everyone was kind of being vulnerable and talking about something. And Ashleigh's was, I have had such a good life. I'm afraid of something bad happening. Like that's what she was unmasking. And it was kind of just like, why don't you tell us about your husband's coffee shop and how he's never home and you wish that he was home more, or you're worried about how that's impacting your marriage or your children or your mental health or something.
Or the fact that your husband didn't want you at first.
Or that.
I mean, like, am I not saying something that's not real? Like, I'm happy that they found each other and they seem great, but I'm just saying, like, the reality is we watched you chase this man while he chased other women for years.
Yes.
And they might not know The Bachelor. So,
yes.
Like,
there was just so much more outside of like, I've lived such a great life. I'm afraid I'm waiting for someone to die is basically what she said. Like,
I could go into a whole privileged spiel that I'm not.
and that's what it was.
That I'm
That's what
not.
it was.
I mean, kudos to you for looking at the glass half full, but like, you're also on TV.
Yeah, like, give us something.
And there's also a
this year.
track record of you on TV for years.
Yeah.
You
So
know?
she could give more in that regard.
I really was about to start naming some other stuff. Rachel, stop. That's not the thing. Well, we love the Rhode Island ladies. They
We
keep
do.
giving it to us, even off camera.
They're fun.
And I do think Ashleigh's actually doing a good job on the show, but I do think the confessional thing is actually great for the next season because it's a call out of like, well, you said this about me.
Yes,
Yeah.
agreed.
Kim Zolciak, still in the news. Now, she was just in the news recently because we lost Big Papa. But now she's in the news because a judge reportedly granted Kroy Bierman temporary primary physical custody of the 4 children that he shares with Kim. Kroy has final decision-making authority on education, on medical, on religious matters. They continue to share joint custody, but he gets to make all the decisions for the children. Kim denies Kroy's claims of her being an unfit mother and says that she looks forward to presenting her case in court. I would think that she would have done that for them to make this decision.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I'm kind of like, we're doing this story, but I don't want to know the things, because it involves children, I
Mhm.
don't want to know the argument that Kroy made as to why Kim's unfit.
Okay.
I don't want to know whatever she's doing is bad enough in a judge's eyes where he's going to not joint. They don't get to joint make these decisions. Like, she is incapable of being able to contribute to the well-being of her children when it comes to education, medical, and religious matters, should there be any.
Yeah.
And that's dark to me. So my thing is, I don't know what's true or not. I'm just going to take the court's decision at for what it is. But I just hope that whatever benefits the children is best. And if it's Kim needs to do something to get it changed, whether it's submitting something that maybe contradicts what Kroy's saying, whether it's getting help that she needs, we have to prioritize the children more than the mess. So I almost don't even want to know the details of what it was.
Yeah, it's tough. Especially like you said, it involves kids. So it is really hard. But this is the second news bit that we have in it from Atlanta. Drew lost her custody of her children. So, and there's like a really high standard for the custody from a mother to be taken away. So it is crazy to me that we had Drew and now we have Kim. And yeah, I just ultimately want their kids to be okay. I forget how old their shared children are.
I forgot there were 4.
Yeah, they had
I
so
knew there were a
many.
lot, but there are 4.
So it's unfortunate. It really is. This whole thing is a mess and it's really sad. And I didn't watch In the City. I know Kim made an appearance last
Next Gen NYC.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Next Gen. And I believe they're still filming, or they maybe just wrapped. But like, I'm curious if any of this stuff will bleed into
I hope not.
Ariana's storyline of like maybe dealing with what's going on with her mother and her siblings and feeling any type of responsibility with that. But
Probably not.
no,
I mean,
I
'cause
don't know how much of her home life pre New York is in.
Yeah,
the show.
because she seems to be very protective over her mom.
Mhm.
Like, even when, her boyfriend at the time was like, your mom's taking your money, you're having to give your mom this.
Mhm.
Like, and she still kept doing it. And she was just
Mhm.
like, my mom needs me. And, she does say, which is what drew me in, my mom took all my money and it's why I don't have it. But outside of that, she doesn't seem to be angry. She just seems to be like super supportive. So
Mhm.
I would think not. But again, this might be where I draw the line of I don't want to see anything that involves children, because children don't get to choose whether or not their business is out there for public consumption.
Yeah, no.
So I'd rather comment on somebody who made the choice to put their shit out there.
Yeah, 100%. It's sad.
No,
It's really
it is
sad. And I thought I wanted to see Kim back on TV.
Well, I do.
I don't know if I do if this is what her life is like.
I do. I mean, the accusations, I should say, that are coming out aren't bad enough, but I don't want to make it seem like there's not like abuse or something.
not
It's
Taylor
more
Frankie
like,
Paul
it's just
level.
more like you're not around,
Yeah.
you're prioritizing other things other than your children, which is still bad.
Mm-hmm.
But, she get money too. So it's like,
Maybe she needs it.
Like, that's why I was like, come on back. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So we finished part 2 of the reunion. We have part 3 this week, which we'll cover most likely on Friday because we didn't really tap into part 2 last week. But there's been a lot of Beau's talk.
Yeah.
So Beau's really is always tapped into, it seems like, when the conversation is about her. Beau's isn't, and maybe this will come with time, because I used to be very responsive on social media when I first was on reality TV too, when it was something about me that I felt like was misleading. And then you've realized you cannot win these arguments, these battles with people that you don't know. You just have to let it go and just say, they don't know me. If I accept the good, I have to accept the bad. But Beau's is like really responding to stuff. And there's been a couple of things that Beau's has been off about. We saw during the season, she said she didn't say something that it showed she did say. She clarified, but still. Then she says, you know, in the reunion to Amanda, I never said this about my business. They roll the tape back. She does say that. But she goes on to explain in a video, there's a word that's missing or something like that that changes, and it does change the context of what she was saying. But then most recently, it's this CMO argument, which I am not that well versed in the C-suite and what the CMO role is, and it's the tenure of it and all of that. But, you know, if you watch this last episode, she basically is like, CMO tenure is short term. And Andy makes a face. And then he's kind of like, and she's like, no, it is. And she goes on to explain. Well, then someone else made a comment on social media, and Andy responds that basically the CMOs he knows, he's not familiar with that kind of thing. Then Beau's comes out and makes a video. And a lot of people are like, and I've seen on threads, like she and Ira the Third were going back and forth. Because Ira was kind of, I guess, being a little critical about like Beau's is, I don't know, either some of the roll of the tape or maybe the CMO of it all. But I think like for me, and again, I understand it because I have been this person at one point, but to me, Beau's resume speaks for herself. It is impressive. It is lengthy. It is affiliated with some of the biggest companies, not just in this country, but in the world. There've been a plethora of people who have come out and spoken of positive interactions with her personally and professionally. I saw one person say that she brought Uber to Ghana. Like there's a lot there. And so when I think of Beau's and I just think of her, like if you ever been in a room that she walks in, there is kind of like an
aura to her?
An aura for sure. And she's just she feels very grand. She just does. And I don't mean it in like a cocky kind of way. There's just a presence about her. And so for me, when I see her, it's like she's above this. And so I get the urge. Believe me, I've done it myself. But I kind of am like, you've done this, this, and this. You don't need to get down there with them.
Not at all.
You don't need to do all of that.
Not text Andy.
So I hope she stops after this. I don't think she needs to defend the CMO role. The people who want to hate on you are going to hate on you.
I do too. And it only furthers the conversation. It keeps it alive longer. It feeds life into it.
They poke holes in it.
Yeah, I don't like it. And I also, her alliances are with Dorit. Andy hates Dorit. Andy don't like that woman. And Beau's don't need to be poking at Andy because he's already kind of like giving the cold shoulder to that side of the couch. Do you see how he talks to her? Do you see how if Beau's is upset about that eye roll, she should Dorit has a lot. How many times has he like fallen asleep while Dorit's talking? Like he don't like that woman.
I forgot about that part.
Just anytime she's talking, Andy's like, yes, I know. Like he is so over that woman. And so I don't need Beau's to like poke at Andy because he's already not friends with you. He don't like your friend.
Yeah.
So don't bark up that tree.
I want to be clear. When I say we all are, because you're like, he's so over Dorit, and I'm like, we all are. I want to be clear. I am over this iteration of Dorit.
It's a lot.
This iteration. I needed to turn the corner. When Kyle was like, she's out there, she smoked a cigarette and everybody thought it was so cool and like she's trying to do this persona. I was kind of like, yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, she's doubling down.
Like people are like, oh, Dorit has a voice. And so it's like now it almost feels like she's playing into that a little bit when initially it was a genuine response. So I'm over this part of it and I need her to turn a corner.
Agreed.
So Amanda had some interesting social media behavior as well because she tweeted or responded to a tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said Amanda 100% deserves a second season, which
she does.
I agree. You agree as well. And Amanda, in all caps, replied, "Why would I want to do that again?" Now, she's hinting at that. Now, could that be a cover your ass just in case they don't bring me back? Or do we genuinely think she means it?
I didn't think of it that way.
Because she's got a book to promote.
She's got a book to promote. But I also think that she feels like the women are coming for her. However, she knows the game of housewives. She kind of weathered that storm. Her second season, I think people might lay off for a little bit.
I feel like in the reunion, they were not as hard on her. And I feel like there came there was an understanding of when they were like, well, do you understand how this can make people think this? Or do you understand this? And I just felt like she kind of took it in stride and in some ways apologized or was like, oh, I didn't mean it when I said that.
Yeah.
Or I just felt like she got it. And I feel like if she had a second season, maybe she wouldn't be so condescending to her husband. Maybe she wouldn't be so braggadocious about how many bathrooms and bedrooms she has or how much money she makes or how successful her book is. Like to me, she's got a wedding that's coming up.
Yes, which I would love to see.
So if I was going to be negative, I would say, well, maybe she doesn't want the cameras there because she described what she wanted her wedding to look like and maybe it won't. And maybe that's what she doesn't want to show. That's just a side note.
I think she's more so afraid of them poking holes in her business.
Well, I just feel like I just think it would have already been done. I feel like they were very critical of it. They looked it up. They Googled it or AI'd it.
ChatGPT.
And it seems like she's still fine. I see a lot of people defend Amanda. She's got a pretty big following. So to me, between the wedding, your book, and your business, I think that and just a second chance of like, you got Kyle on your side, you have Sutton on your side.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not
alone.
Anna Marie
No.
in all of this.
No.
So I just feel like the odds are in her favor. And most people like us are like, give her a second chance.
Yeah, I like how quacky she is.
Give her a second chance. Now, in saying that, there is a rumor that, according to Dumas, take this with a grain of salt, that LeAnn Rimes' name is being floated around to Beverly Hills. To that, I say, as a fellow Dallas girl, I'll take it. I mean,
I didn't realize she's Dallas.
I know it seems like Brandy and Eddie seem to be getting along now and their children are much older. But do you think this would poke the bear with Brandy? Maybe.
Oh, and Brandy is...
Maybe. There are levels to this.
There are levels
I'm
to
with
this.
it.
I think Brandy would spiral, and I don't think she's doing well that in general overall.
I'm with
it. But it would be interesting. What did LeAnn Rimes post recently? Something about her, like...
Yeah, she did some kind of facial thing.
And like sometimes it's just like, I mean, she seems open to share her life.
Sign her up. Get it done.
She seems open to share her life.
I'll take a new album while we're at it. Let's go.
She's a country singer, yeah? I'm not a LeAnn Rimes fan.
I'm sorry. Are you a Coyote Ugly fan?
Yes. Oh, that kiss of the moonlight. That's LeAnn Rimes?
Yes, it is. Do you not remember her at the very end of the movie? I almost jumped on this couch and did it. Do you not remember her at the very end of the movie jumping up there with Violet, singing their hit song together? Violet wrote a hit song after she got over her stage fear, and she got up there and sang with LeAnn Rimes at Coyote Ugly.
I need to do a rewatch of that film.
It's a big moment when it happens because Violet gets up there and she starts singing her song, and then when she gets to the chorus, LeAnn Rimes comes out of nowhere and she starts singing it.
I think, like, honestly, no, to be honest. So when did this movie come out? It came out in...
Oh, you know the movie.
No, I know the movie, but I think at the time I didn't know who LeAnn Rimes was. And so when I watched it, it was just like another woman jumping out and singing the song.
Buy a one-way ticket on a westbound train to see how far I can go. Oh, I love it. You don't remember Blue? That was like her big thing. She yodels. Sign her up. This episode is brought to you by Planet Oat Oat Milk. Do you like your coffee iced or hot. Whatever your flavor, if you want the perfect pour that's rich, smooth, and delicious every time, try Planet Oat. It's made for every cup. Check out varieties like Planet Oat Barista Lover's Oat Milk, great for frothing and steaming, or Planet Oat Unsweetened Oat Milk, which comes in 3 varieties and are 0 grams of sugar. Whether you're team hot or team iced, discover your favorite oat milk at planetoat.com. Not a low-calorie food. Couple of other things. The Golden Life gave us a trailer this week.
Yes.
Highly anticipated show, drama already surrounding it. Who was booted off again? I can't even remember.
Jill Zarin.
Hello. Quickly, we forgot about that. Jill Zarin booted off. We've got Ramona, Sonia, LeAnn, Dorinda, Kelly Ben Simone. Rumored some other people are going to be there. This is focused on their life down in Florida. You saw it. Thoughts, Chelsea?
Now that you said, I forgot Jill Zarin was in the original cast. Watching the trailer, I don't see how she would have fit in to this group of women.
Why?
It just felt like I don't see Jill Zarin as like a talking about sex and drunk and falling over type of woman.
She might. We
haven't seen her in a while,
we
so
haven't
maybe
seen
she
her
is.
post either.
Yeah. So
The death of
overall, I'll give it a 7. I'm intrigued, but it genuinely is an extension of what we know of these. These women have not changed one iota. They are the exact same.
No.
Sonia asking LeAnn if she could smell the vomit on her breath. Like, these women have not changed one bit.
No.
So, if you miss that type of RHONI where it's like 60-something-year-old women falling over themselves, that's what you're going to get with the Golden Life.
It felt like 7 is safe. I'm going to go 5.
Oh, okay.
I'm indifferent. I'm excited to see some of these women back on the screen. And it felt like an ultimate girls trip. If I know that some of them live there, but it felt like a vacation.
Yeah.
And so I'm just wondering what the depth of the show looks like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's fun to see these women who are able to, because of the hand that has been dealt to them, live a kooky life free of consequences. And I mean, like, think about it. There's been jail here. There's been divorces. Businesses have failed. Foreclosed home. Like, all of it.
Yeah.
And here they are living their golden life in front of a camera, being paid to be privileged and wacky and sexual. And what I do like, I'll say, is that I like that there's a space for women
of this
in
this
age.
chapter of life.
Yeah, in this very, very well said. In this chapter of life, be able to be themselves and to show that life doesn't have to stop, or you don't have to be forgotten when you get a certain age. And I do like that freedom.
Yes.
So of course we're gonna watch, and of course I'm excited to see some of these ladies. But the trailer itself didn't move me.
Oh, I watched you watch the trailer.
You did,
and your face did not change one bit. I think you even turned around for a second.
I got on my phone.
Yeah.
And the trailer's like not even 2 minutes, and I got on my phone.
Yeah. So
you
were not moved at all.
And I'm on Vyvanse right now, so I should fully be focused. Fully focused. But I am. It comes out in the fall, so no more trailers. Just give us the first episode.
I think they're still filming too, so I was surprised to see the trailer.
They're like, let's give them something. Palette cleanser.
Yeah.
Palette cleanser. I don't want to poke holes in it too much, so just give us episode 1. And I look forward to watching that.
In the fall.
Andy did an interview on Vulture. Anything stand out to you? Like, Andy's doing a lot of press lately.
He is doing a lot of press. He's got a book, a coffee table book.
Oh, yeah, he does have a book.
Yes. I think he talks about New RHONI and says that there's some good stuff going on with New RHONI. So we'll see. I'm not holding my breath on New RHONI. He does talk about the reconciliation with Nene Leakes. And how we're getting her on Ultimate Girls Trip. He says he has asked if there is still a door open for Nene to return, to which he says, you know what? We've worked so hard to get a cast on Atlanta that is cohesive and makes sense and that we love and the fans love. We want to be at the level that Atlanta used to be, and we are finally there. That's what I'm focusing on right now.
Fair. Atlanta's great.
It is great.
Atlanta's great. I mean, it's so good. We know Rihanna's a fan, but it is rare that she pops out from whatever it is that she's doing to publicly show her fandom. And she recently did it with Angela. There's that clip of Angela reading Pinky. And I mean, she doesn't even come up for air. I mean, she doesn't miss a beat.
That was like maybe the best 5 minutes of television I've seen in a long time.
I mean, Phaedra was silent. Portia was silent. These are all-star
level readers. Mm-hmm.
And Angela said, and she kept going. She said, what she said, I can't remember the first thing she said about the teeth, but then she said they were incestuous. Angela, you know what I kept thinking? I was like, my God, what would she say about me if I was sitting on the table? And people think that she can't handle that relationship with Charles. I know she and Charles. Matter of fact, Charles might be sharpening the tools up for her. Okay, like that's probably why she's so ready to go. Like she gotta be quick on her toes with him.
Yeah, it's like when you have like an all-star defense and the quarterback's great, or like you have Tom Brady at quarterback.
Yeah,
and you're a great defense because you're practicing with Tom Brady every game. That's Charles and Angela.
Yeah, and a good defensive player.
Yeah.
I'm talking to Pinky, would know that's the one you avoid. You go do something else. Make your move somewhere else.
Make him a run offense.
Yeah.
You're not going to make him throw.
Yeah.
Not going to make him throw.
Because boy, did she throw, and she landed a touchdown with every single word.
Pat Mahomes throwing it behind the back.
I mean, wow. And that's embarrassing for Pinky as it's because like if that was me, I would shut the fuck up. Once I heard the first dig land, I would know that that this is not a fair fight. And I would just shut up.
Yeah.
But the fact that she kept going and her digs kept just getting worse.
Oh, and when what was it Drew said when she got up to leave but didn't because she couldn't do a walk-off properly? It was Angela, it was a masterclass. I love that woman.
But like, here's how you would be on the other end, right? Because Pinky's first thing was, don't make me buy some of your houses. Bam, good one.
Mm-hmm.
When Angela came back, all right now, Mr. Clean. All right now, Papa Smurf. She was done.
Yeah.
And what Pinky should have done was go, you sure are right. My head is glistening today under these lights and with these camera lights.
Okay,
like, you just have to be like, well, damn, you have to laugh through it and just be self-deprecating. Be like, damn, there ain't nowhere for me to go except under the table or out of the room. So I'm just going to laugh about it. That's what you have to do in that moment.
You got to own the Papa
Because
Smurf.
you have to know your strengths. And Pinky has a lot of them. But not with Angela when it comes to reading.
Angela's good.
I don't know most that could.
Angela's good.
You saw, like I said, who was silent? Some of the best of them.
They were in
Some
awe.
of the best of them.
They were in awe of it. Did Portia drop something in her confessional? She was like...
I would have gone home and practiced in the mirror. I would have printed out a picture of Angela, put it up, and just practiced. I've got to be better. I would use it as encouragement.
Oh my gosh,
but you got to know. Sometimes you just got to know when to lay the sword down.
Yeah, you play to your strengths.
Don't keep going. It was getting worse.
Yeah.
If I don't insert incestuous teeth or incestuous anything that is close together is now incestuous.
It was so good.
And that shouldn't be. That's the key. That's what makes it so good. It's not that they're close together. It's that they're close together and they shouldn't be. And that is why incestuous is, they're close together. They shouldn't be. It's wrong. That's why it's such a good dig.
Wrong.
There's levels to it. I've always liked Angela. Okay.
Yeah. Fangela's over here.
Sorry, Pinky. You my sore, but damn. That's when you just gotta let it go.
You gotta
let it go.
Let it go.
Last but not least, just real quick, because it is just big news. And sometimes we tease it at the top of the show. Sometimes we step outside of the Bravo world. But Whitney Levitt is leaving Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
And she announced in an epic way on stage, the star of the show, of Broadway.
Like, the only way to announce that you're leaving a reality show is to do it on Broadway.
In the best way.
In the best way. While you're in character of your Broadway character. Like,
yeah.
Insane. Like, and I loved it too because I think I saw it on TikTok first. And I think Steph with the Deets is the TikTok account.
Yeah.
And like, she was like, I don't know if this is true or not. It's just like someone saying it is. And so like the rollout of it was cool. It wasn't like leaked through people first or whatever. It was, I'm announcing this on Broadway in real time, and then I'll have people confirm it after the fact. Like, I think that's like legendary.
I like to think nobody knew. I like to think she was inspired by the new Michael movie. So at the end of the Michael movie, spoiler alert, but this is reality, so you should already know this, but Joe Jackson convinces Michael to do the victory tour with his brothers. And he's like, please, we need it for the family. So despite being burned and recovering, and that was a crazy process for him and hard, he decides to do the victory tour. Joe's like, he's in the dressing room, and Joe's like, we're going to take this worldwide. We're going to take it. He's talking to like investors and different people, fans, businessmen. And he's like, we're going to take it worldwide. This isn't the last stop. And Michael's just listening. And they get out there and they do the victory tour. And he goes, I got to tell everybody this. This is going to be our last show. And everybody, the other brothers are like, now, wait a minute. Joe is just fuming in the back and behind the stage. And Michael's like, this is going to be it for us. We love you so much. It's been so great doing this, but this is our last stop. And this is the end of our tour. I think that's what Whitney did.
So you really think Whitney watched the
Jackson
Whitney
movie? Was like,
Michael Jackson's movie over the weekend?
This is going to be it for me. This is going to be it for me. This is the end of the road when it comes to Mormon wives. And to that I say, nobody has navigated Mormon wives better than Whitney Levitt.
Oh, she's killed it.
She came in, likable, a bit of a villain. We saw her have a child. We saw her fall out with the women. We saw her humble herself, air quotes, to come back, but then only to say, well, I did it because I really want to do Dancing with the Stars. And then what does she get? Dancing with the Stars. And she got to be back in Mom Talk. And then she leaves. She goes to LA. They have to leave and come watch her do her thing. Does she win? No. She does go farther than Jen. She establishes herself as a good dancer. It's so impressive that she gets a show on Broadway and gets to be the new Roxy Hart, which we see is a coveted position that numerous stars before her have done.
Breaking a lot of Broadway records for Chicago as well.
Breaking records, showing that she is multifaceted when it comes to this business. And then as she's at the top, she says, no more. I am done with you. You paused filming? Don't care. We're still doing live shows on Broadway over here. Tickets are selling out. She's not in the drama of what's going on. And I will add to that, not only did she have a baby, she was very open with her struggles with Connor. We didn't like Connor at first. Connor did the work. He turned around to become one of the most beloved, the only beloved husband on that show.
Yeah.
So where my first response when I saw the announcement was, damn, so no more Connor. I mean, so we're subjected to the dad talk of it all. No more Connor, no magic tricks, no advice for some of these men. Who will these men turn to?
Who will be the voice of reason?
Who will be the voice of reason? I mean, it was, I'm not shocked. I think I'm just more impressed at the way that she did it all.
I'm happy for them. Look, if you're a proper reality star, your goal is to not continue on in reality. You want to have a life and a career outside of it.
Yeah.
I love that she did this. Connor is now joining the cast of 11 to Midnight on Broadway. So he is now a Broadway star. Like, and to me, this is like what marriage and family life should be about. Like, he held it down for her while she got to live her dream. She did Dancing with the Stars. She did Broadway. And now it's his turn. And like, that's what a relationship and a marriage and a balance, I'm so happy for them. I love Whitney. And lest we not forget, yes, it was Secret Lives season 1, but she started off as a villain when she did that RSV video, the TikTok.
Yeah, and it was bad.
It was bad.
I mean,
like, she has come from that to this. And like,
every once in a while, people like to remind her about that moment.
As I just did. But I love Whitney. I think she's great. I'm happy for her. Seems like some of the Secret Lives cast is happy for her. I think I saw
Macy, Miranda,
Layla, comment, all that. So I'm happy. I don't know if I want to see or follow any iteration of her life in New York. I think I'm just fine with seeing her on Instagram.
Because there have been rumors that like maybe they'll have a reality life. And I don't know, TBD on that. But what I do like is like there was a moment where I didn't think that they were going to make it.
No.
People questioned Connor a lot based on, the way that the things that he was doing outside of the marriage.
Yeah.
They really could have let the show and the audience destroy them, and they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I'm not to, just like boost her up so much, but I just think I'm just impressed by the journey of it all.
That's
and
fabulous.
It's like what I say to people when they come on, like when they ask questions about being on reality TV, I'm like, you should have a vision. I don't think the goal should be to be a reality TV star forever because that's just so hard. You know, scripted shows don't last forever. Reality television shows don't last forever. And that's a hard thing to keep up with, letting people in your life and then constantly feel like you have to have big moments happen to keep the audience engaged. And so I think that you should, at times, I don't use the show as, you know, a springboard to do other things that you love if you know you have the talent, the drive, the ambition to get there. And so I'm just impressed with it all.
Yeah.
And I did not know that about Connor. And
I love it for
congratulations, Connor.
Yes. I love it for Connor.
Congrats.
I will say today is Met Monday and tomorrow is the aftermath of it. Sierra Miller is at the Met.
I don't know if she's walking the carpet.
I don't know. She's leaving for.
She's working.
Is she working?
She's working for E. Congrats to her.
Congrats.
Like, this
to
is
her.
right up her alley.
Yes.
Fashion, modeling.
Yes.
So, you know, this will be coming out after. So hopefully you guys watched her do her thing. If not, support her
Have we
always
seen
on social and all that
any
stuff.
Bravo star at the Met?
Actually walk the big Met carpet.
No, I don't know. Do you expect Bronwyn to be there? I don't know why.
Bronwyn's doing
She's
what
doing
she's
something
doing.
else,
She's
too?
doing what Sierra's doing.
They're doing it together.
They're doing like the sit down. Like, that's not at the Met.
Yeah.
It's like away from the Met.
But
like
is
with
Bronwyn
Justin,
doing it for E too?
Yeah, Justin, Bronwyn, Sierra, and I'm not sure who else they announced. I don't know of a Bravo star that has walked the carpet.
Yeah.
That you see. I don't know. Outside of Kardashians, any reality star, but I think Alandria is walking in the Met. I think Alandria is, which wouldn't be shocking.
You didn't watch Love Island.
But I think she's doing the Met carpet. So she might be
She's
one
turned
of
into
the
a fashion
first
girly
that is doing it. But I'm sure, you know, you guys will correct us if we're wrong.
Yeah, let us know.
You'll let us know. Okay, before we get out of here, we got a little something for you guys. It is now time for what we're calling gut reactions presented by Activia. If there's one thing Bravo delivers, it's a moment that hits you right in the gut. A text, a toast, a completely unhinged one-liner. And honestly, when your stomach always is dropping like that, it's a good reminder that you need to take care of it. And Activia's Gut Health Challenge is a great place to start. It's a super easy way to support your gut health, especially after zingers like these. Okay, so you're going to help me out here. We're going to narrow it down to one of the most iconic franchises in Bravo history, and that is none other than The Real Housewives of New York City, something we discussed earlier today, and it's so iconic they can't get it right. Because when it comes to unforgettable one-liners, nobody did it like New York.
Yeah.
So let's get into quotes that defined an era and that always made our stomach just turn.
Yeah.
In a good way.
In a good way. So I will say, I didn't watch RHONI from the beginning. I jumped in a little late.
Get her out of here.
Yeah, I know. It's first it's Coyote Ugly. Now it's I'm not a RHONI truther. But I did jump in closer to the end of Bethany's run, her tenure and whatnot. So one of the more like core things that have stuck with me, and I did a rewatch, so trust me, I know everything. But one of the core things that stuck with me was please don't tell me it's about Tom. It's about Tom. And that is like a gut punch when it's know, when it's like you're with a girlfriend and it's like you get some tea and you have to tell them and you know it's a gut, your stomach sinks, their stomach sinks, and you're just like, and you don't know how to like breach it. You try to lay it down as gently as possible before you just totally ruin their life.
Yeah.
Like that's what Bethany did.
Yeah.
She was, I don't want to be the one to tell you this.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. Like she knew LeAnn was going to be mad at her the most for telling her this news, probably because it was on camera. But that moment totally.
Yeah,
like,
I can see the whole thing in my head. It's about Tom. And I feel like we're all like,
yeah.
I mean, wow. Bethany, wow.
Wow, Bethany, wow.
For me, I'll turn it in a good way.
Okay.
It's just something that like turns my stomach, but just like gives me flutters, right? Because it was such an iconic line.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody can relate.
Yeah.
It was the only way to respond and to say that in that very moment. Somebody ask you, how you doing? Now, you didn't do this because you've turned a corner. You're doing great today, Chelsea.
I'm doing great today.
But sometimes when somebody asks you how you're doing, you say, I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch. And everybody knows exactly what that means.
Back up.
Everybody knows what it means, but then it also gives them a bit of a chuckle because you remember where you were and what it felt like to hear Dorinda Medley say for the first time, well, I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch. I said more of Dorinda. We need more Dorinda.
We do need more. She's in the golden life.
She's in the golden life. I will forever question how you could, well, we went too far at times with Dorinda. I was going to say I could forever question how you put her on pause with lines like that.
The Petri dish comment to Tinsley.
Yeah, it just, we hadn't seen anything like it.
No.
Honestly, Dorinda gives Rhode Island energy, or Rhode Island, disrespect. Rhode Island gives Dorinda energy. I could see them saying like this, but thanks to Dorinda, we all say it.
Not well, bitch.
Not well, bitch. Not well at all.
So many good Dorinda. Clip, Giovanni.
I have Giovanni.
You do?
I didn't get it. I got it after because when I was getting stuff for The Bachelorette, when I saw the tag, I said, well, I have to.
Giovanni!
I mean, what was the purpose? What was it? And nobody heard her.
Let him know.
Nobody heard her.
Gotta
Like,
let
what
him
does that
know.
even mean? What does that even mean? Okay, well, are you ready to treat your gut nicer? Take the Activia Gut Health Challenge and enjoy Activia twice a day for 2 weeks. It's simple, doable, and backed by 20 plus years of science. Consuming Activia twice a day for 2 weeks as part of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle may help reduce the frequency of minor digestive discomfort. Well, that's it for us here on Morally Corrupt. I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. Make sure you guys have a safe week. We did a little bit of recapping, but we'll do it even further on Friday with Callie Curry. Tune in for that to see which shows that we cover. But until then, guys, take care. Bye.